Hello again, Dimmy G, back with a tournament series, Champions of England tournament series game. This is round two, so Southeast versus Midlands, and I'm up against Dodge22. He's a mate. He's a mate. He's a guy that I've met a couple of times on tabletop. I've played him a couple of times on tabletop as well. He's a good laugh. So yeah, we both ended up second after the first round in our particular like area. So southeast, Tree was top. I was second. I believe it's Total Fuzzy Logic and Mr. Frodo third and fourth. So Dodge was second. So I'm up against his Orcs, as you can see on here, the top left. So he's on the red side. I'm on the blue side. These guys with the horns are the big uns, the strength 4 guys. So he's got 3 guard big uns, he's got a block big un. So the guard is G, B is block, T is the scary one, he's the tackler. Obviously having ghouls with blodge, this guy is a bit of a fearsome character. He's also got a mighty blow. So these are the blitzers, the ones with the helmets, like the visors. The shoulder pads, they kind of look like Legion of Doom characters. These are skillless. They have B just because it's the standard marking. This is a thrower. He has sure hands. SH is sure hands. He does have a block lino. These are 3 linos, so he's gone for 12 players. I believe he has 4 rerolls as well, so he's got 12 players with 4 rerolls. No Apo, which is an interesting one. But it's what he decided to do. And then I'll just give you my team again, just in case you haven't watched the first one. So these are 2 rookie mummies. We've got a tackle White, which unfortunately in this matchup doesn't do a whole lot because he has no dodge players. It is the risk of taking tackle in a tournament, like a NAF style tournament. You might not play against a team that has tackle, like has dodge, but he did what he needed to do against the vampires. We've got a guard white. We've got 3 blodge ghouls. So blodge, my marking is a percentage logo. So if he has a percentage below him, he has block and dodge. This guy is a wrestler. So the ghouls, the ones waving at you, 4 of them. 1 has wrestle, 3 have block, and then these are just zombies. So I go to 12 players, take a keg rather than taking the 13th player, just because I value the positionals, and if they get KO'd, I want a high possibility of them coming back. So yeah, this is a first round. We actually played this game first out of anybody in the first round as soon as the round finished, which it did last night. I threw down the gauntlet to my good friend Dodge. So Dodge chose heads and he won the toss and he decided to receive. So put me on defense, which is fair against the undead. Obviously, you want to punch first and punch hard and get up on players and try and dominate the orcs. So I've gone for a setup here, which means that he can't get an easy. Well, I say he can't get an easy 2 dice on the mummies. He can because of the amount of guard that he has. But yeah, we just try to block it in a bit. I was a bit worried that he was going to blitz this school with tackle, but then if he wanted to do so, he'd probably have to put a guard in, which meant my mummy got to punch something back. As it happens, I don't think he put a blitz in, but well, we'll just play it out for you. So brilliant coaching. I get a reroll, so we both have 4 rerolls. Let me close this as well. So the keg next to my head is my keg, and these are my rerolls, the other side of the rerolls. One thing I have noticed, right, let me just pause that there for you. One thing I have noticed, it only shows my block dice, it doesn't show my opponent's block dice. So, I mean, obviously he's rolled both downs on both of those. Yes, his first 2 blocks, 2 KOs. So absolutely brutal. He gets a push on this one, so and he gets a power there and an armor break as well. So he's had 4 hits, 2 KOs, 1 stun, and one was just a push. No reroll used. He's picked up the ball. He's in a really strong line. There's not much for me to do, so I just take a 2D blitz with a mummy on a guard big un. I try and focus the guard big uns a bit because they're the ones that really caused me some problems with them being strength 4 and having guard. It means it's a reliable way for him to punch my mummies. So I'm just trying to spread it out. I'm down 2 players for the drive already, so it's already a bit tricky. So I don't try and do anything too crazy. And here you go, he slaps in 2 guarders on my mummy. He's going to be blitzing my mummy with Mighty Blow. And then he's also pushing up to the top side of the field. So yeah, we're already up against it. We're down 2 players. It's a very bash heavy matchup, right? Orcs versus Undeads. You want to dominate the other team. You want to sort of get punching first and do what you can do. He only gets to push on the mummy, which does mean that I get to hit a guard big un for free, which is really nice. Perhaps, and we do pow him as well. We knock him down. No armor break, unfortunately. We're just gonna. This is also a little bit greedy, so I wanted to hit the tackler because, as I say, the tackler is like one of the main problems. It's very unlikely that I'm going to get an armor break, so I do actually put a blodger in danger because of this. This is, I don't know about this one. I roll a double skull, so there goes my free reroll. Do get a pow on the second attempt. I didn't want to dodge him out, just purely because it is a risk of failing the dodge and making an armor roll. But yeah, I'm kind of happy with the position. Like we've shut down the sideline and we're trying to generate some hits on the follow-up. So he just powers my guard out the way and he's just going to blitz me with tackle. He does actually roll a defender stumble, so it is the tackle that hits my blodger. No armor break though, fortunately enough for myself. But I've slowed him down a bit, so we're now in a position to try and just maximize as many hits as we can. We again get this hit on this Garda here, which was really, really nice. I actually forget to take this hit, which is a bit of an error on my part. So we just want to stay strong in front of him. Like, we want to max hits, basically. We want to get as many hits as... Oh! So we actually get a casualty there with the mummy on the Garda, and then followed up with a KO. He has no appos, so he's got no way of dealing with it. So just a quick one. So I fail the dodge out. I should have took this. I should have took the hit down here before I did the dodge out. That was just a mistake. So yeah, the badly hurt. So he's got no chance coming back whatsoever. And then the KO. So obviously next kickoff he'll have to roll 50-50 that he comes back. But that's 2 huge removals. So we've gone from being 9 players against 11, and we've got 2 zombies out, whereas he has 2 guard big uns out. So that turn right there was an absolutely huge swing for the drive. We did fail the dodge, but we didn't break armor, so very fortunate there. We are a little bit looser than perhaps I should have been. Like, we're a little bit looser here. I mean, he can come down, but he's missing the 2 guarders now, which is absolutely huge. So he does slap one remaining guarder in. Keeping the ball back. It is his turn 4, so you can see it at the top here. This is his turn 4. That is the weather, so it's just a normal weather. Does punch my ghoul with a tackle. So the tackler does, like, this is probably like one of my big issues, is that my ghouls are getting hit with tackle a lot. But one thing to bear in mind is that I am missing 2 zombies. So like, normally your chaff, your zombies, the guys that you want to scream with, the guys that protect your ghouls. I just don't have that luxury with losing 2 of them. One of them being stuck down the bottom as well, which is pretty bad for me, honestly. So we do go after his tackler again, this time with Mighty Blow. Don't get him, unfortunately. I don't know, we weren't even close, to be honest with you. Get the power here, free up a zombie. Bring him up here to try and protect the mummy. Garda's in here though, which is a problem. So blitzing with Mighty Blow on my final remaining zombie. Full pow. No armor break this time. So that's what the aim of Undead is to try and make your opponent blitz a zombie each turn. Like that is one of the main aims as an Undead coach. But as I say, I've only got one, so it makes it really difficult. Does dodge the tackle. He had to re-roll that as well, so he uses his first re-roll there. So we're just going to try and again L-shape him off, like push him into the sideline, get as much pressure on the ball as possible, hit as many players as I can as possible. The reason I hit the ghoul with the ghoul was because he has block, so I can try and get him down. The guard I want to use down here. Ideally I wanted the mummy free, but I couldn't get him free. We didn't get the power this time sadly, but it's mummy on the guard, so he's got no guard, like no free guard. And then I won in 81 with my mummy, so I was gonna blitz here and then follow on to the ball, so we're on the ball and cause him all sorts of problems, but we won in 81s, and I can feel the drive slipping away. I can feel it slipping away. He does take the blockless hit there, to free up his Mighty Blow. So, I mean, he's going to be blitzing with the tackle, so I guess the blitzer's faster, so maybe that's why he's done that. It does use another reroll there, but does get the POW. Again, no armor break, so really lucky, really lucky with the lack of armor breaks on the blodgeguls with the tackle. Very scary every time your ghoul gets hit, just because they're low AV and they don't have regen. So, I mean, we're still not in a terrible spot here. I'm basically going to look at trying to shut him off again, like column in front of him, big strong guy here. Unfortunately, because this zombie was down, I've got no way of clearing this mummy. I want to bring this mummy back, potentially. Should I have freed this mummy? 1, 2. The problem is I need to use the ghouls as assists, or put a ghoul in, and then blitz with the ghoul. Which then, I need to use my blitz to free a player, basically. With these two, they're so fast that I can bring them down here. I think I did this one okay. I mean, I was quite happy with the result of this one. So we just bring our ghouls down. Again, we're exposing ourselves to the tackle a bit here. But there's not much that we can do about that. So this is the blitz to free the guard. I looked at putting the ghoul behind and having the guard on the front, but it would have been a rush, so I didn't want to do the rush. So that's why the ghoul was at the front, screening the guard, which is a bit weird. We get another pow on our guard biggin with the Mighty Blow. Get a KO, absolutely huge. Could have done with that last turn. I do just stand here. Maybe I should have done a dodge off tackle. It makes the turn a lot harder for him, but I didn't really want to. Again, that's like a fear of rolling dice. Like the dodge is probably better and correct, but it was off tackle, so I didn't. Also wanted to drive him sideways. I knew that he couldn't score, and I was hoping that I'd get a better chance. So he gets the defender stumbles there, but this time it's Mighty Blow, not tackle, so no POW. And he's actually down. He's down players now, so yeah, he's here. The guard is based here. So I'm actually quite happy here, if I'm honest. So I'll tell you what the plan was. So the plan here is to dodge this ghoul. Dodge this ghoul. Come and assist here. Then do the 2 dice punch. We only need a push and then we follow, and then we've got guard on the ball. And then we're going to blitz with the wrestle ghoul. Sack the ball, and then perhaps we're gonna either free this zombie, so punch here, bring the zombie back, and it's all gonna be a good time. Unfortunately, as is with Blood Bowl, we 1 in 9 the dodge instantly. So you could actually surf a ghoul here, but it is turn 8, so does probably the right thing and just scores. So interestingly, his KO did not come back, so the guard guy is still out. He has a bit of a so this is a bit of a weird one. He puts a block big un and he puts a guard big un on the LOS, which is a risk because I am going to try in one turn. I have got 2 rerolls. Obviously want to go for the win. He gets a blitz, but obviously doesn't do anything with it. These guys are too far back. So I tried a one turn. I'm going to blitz this guy, chain into this guy, push him up here and push the ghoul forward and then do all the pushes. I do instantly double pow. So I didn't bother re-rolling it. I thought, no, there's no point. I'll just take the hit. So we get the pows on the guard there and a casualty, so absolutely huge. So we remove a... So it was Mighty Blow. Mighty Blow broke the armor, and then we rolled a natural 10. So we got a casualty on the guard big un. We've got a massive gang foul here as well. So that's 2 big uns that are definitely not coming back. We've got one that's KO'd currently. And then we're going to put max assist foul in here. So in he goes, jump on his head. That's a KO. So 2 big uns out. I was going to throw a pass here, but I misclicked and did a handoff. And then I failed to pick up anyway. I was only messing about at this point. It literally doesn't do anything. So the block big un stayed out. He did get a guard big un back. So he's setting up for this half, missing 3 big uns. And 2 of them definitely can't come back. I basically want to win the game. So I said to him in chat, I was like, I'm going to go for the win. It's risky as hell. I don't know if it's the best idea. He's got 4 rerolls. The kick is right on the sideline. I can free dice his low AV player, his Mr. Throw. And yeah, so basically I'm being a lot more aggressive. I feel really comfortable in the matchup, especially with the 3 big uns out. There's a good chance one of them doesn't come back. I might chip something in the way to score in as well. So, like, it was a conscious decision to push for the win at this point. As I felt with the last round and stuff, like, with the vampires, I just didn't think it was possible. We get 2 1-in-9s here as well, which is amazing because we have block and we actually knock them down. So always be blocking with block, obviously. Double that up. I haven't used the reroll as well, which is huge. And we got the ball on the halfway line, so we're really ahead of schedule. Half his team got knocked over. We're in a good spot. His tackler is free, and he does get to hit a ghoul. This time I don't. I do have the zombies on the field as well, 3 of them. Does cost him a reroll. He actually quad skulls at this point, so he puts the reroll in and quad skulls. Absolutely brutal. Huge result for us. So it costs him a reroll, and we get the the surf as well. This guy doesn't actually get an injury, he just goes out on the fields. We get to bring the ball forwards. His tackler's tied up. One thing, so this on the opposite sides, on this side you see the thing that says Nuffle. The kickoff event gave my opponent Dodge a prayer to Nuffle, which was blessed statue of Nuffle, which basically gives him a free skill. So one of his players got a free skill, which is pretty unfortunate for me, especially when it snaps the whole balance around. We get a 1D POW here, which is totally disgusting. A 1D POW over here. But yeah, so we're in position to score. We don't need a GFI, we don't need a rush. It's my turn 2. I'll be going in on turn 3. I still have all my rerolls. He's still down a player. So the surfed guy went into the reserve, so he's guaranteed to come back. Obviously there's a big one that's KO'd that might come back. There's 50-50 that he doesn't. And he's still got 3 rerolls. He did use 1, but he's still got 3 rerolls. So goes for the 1 dice block here. Skulls into both down. So he's used another reroll, which is interesting. Super interesting. So we just free up the blodger to blitz this guy free. And then we're just going to run it in, I believe. I don't think we're going to do anything. Oh, maybe I take, in fact, I think I take a few hits here. And the reason I take the hits is because I'm obviously scoring early. So I want to try and remove anything that I can, just to make my drive easier. I have the rerolls as well. So I get a KO there. So it is risky. I might use a reroll taking these hits, but I'm going overdrive. I'm literally trying to maximize any chance I can of getting a win. Because obviously we're going to kick the ball back to them. He has 4 out. So neither KO came back. So we picked up a KO on the way in, and he didn't get his KO back. So he's now down to 8 because he had 12 players. He's now down to 8. We get a blitz. So absolutely disgusting. We get the blitz there, and it's on the sideline. So there is a small problem. If we fail the catch and it bounces backwards, it's a touchback. But if it doesn't, we've got a cage around the ball. I've basically got a second drive. It's turn 3. I've got plenty of time. I'm up 3 players at this point as well. We do fail the catch, but it scatters forward. We've got the ball in 3 tackle zones. It's an absolute disaster for Dodge. Absolute perfect scenario. I mean, it's mega risky scoring early on your drive. Like, I only pretty much need to, like, you in a team format, you kind of just want to secure draws anyway. Look at that scatter as well. Scatters backwards in between the mummy and the ghoul. He can't come and base my ghoul because I'll probably surf him. So absolute nightmare for Dodge, and he's probably right to feel very hard done by. We've been really high on the removal dice against an AV10 team. We've absolutely smashed them to pieces. So I did set up with chevrons to try and stop any sort of like quick score or quick push down the sideline. The one problem is I put the mummies on the outside, so it does take him a while to get involved in the game. Just taking a push there, push him onto the mummy, bring him back down and relevant. There's no real rush for me now because it's turn 4, but it's not like a complete, like, I just want to bring the ball away from this sideline. No huge rush. We can kind of like chill out now and play a normal drive. So we want to get our mummies in doing fantastic things. So yeah, just tagging these 2 blitzers. Like this is again, we're basing the tackle with the goal. I mean, I've definitely mismanaged my goals in this game. The fact that he got a quad skull on one was absolutely ridiculous and really unfortunate. He has managed to power them pretty much every other time he's hit them and not removed them. Like it's been incredible. Like the dice have definitely been with me. I was down 2 players. Was down 2 players like from the off. So it does the uphill there, makes the dodge. It's my turn 5. So basically with Undead against the team like Orcs, being on the halfway line at turn 5 is absolutely fine. And that's like without having already scored. So like if I was playing a normal drive and it was 0-0 at half time, I'd be aiming to be somewhere on the halfway line at half time. Any further forward you kind of normally get pushed in a little bit early, or it can cause problems where you end up having to score rather than being able to stall it out. So absolutely dream position for me. I'm just pulling him left and right, trying to, I've got a mummy here based on 2 of his blitzers as well. So we've got the numbers advantage, the players advantage. We're really just looking to push that advantage as best that we can. So another non-pow from Dodge there, just gets the push. Does get a knockdown on that one and a KO as well. So he's now put us on 10 players. He's blitzing the ghoul with the tackle. Does not get the knockdown as well. 4 dice. He does put a reroll into that one. But slowly slipping away from him here. Slowly slipping away from him. Uphill's my mummy. Sadly, he gets the both down and the push, so we have to take the push. He just pushes us off, which is fair. I think, as bad as it is, I think he maybe should have followed that because it means I can reposition my mummy somewhere better. So we're just going to push this sideline, like whilst we've got the numbers advantage. We've got the speed advantage, we've got the numbers advantage. We're just going to push the sideline. So again, hitting the tackle piece, just because it's one of his stronger pieces, right? I really wanted to get rid of the tackle piece. The tackle piece and the big uns were like the main target really, and Mr. Throw as well, just because he's lower AV, right? Just because he's lower AV and more likely to be removed. He's not actually that much of a threat, being movement 5 and doesn't have block. Alright, so we're going into my turn 7 next. We're looking at options here of getting the ball in the top corner. So obviously, just wait to see what he does. Dodges out the tackle. I was quite sad about that. He's got no re-rolls at this point. All these re-rolls are gone. Makes another dodge. True to his name. This final dodge is probably where I would say he made a bit of an error. So he's dodged here. So to show you on here, we only need to be like, so worst row is row 9 for the ball carrier, because we need 2 GFIs. Anywhere 8 is 1 GFI, 7 is no GFI. So we're aiming to be on this row in some sort of cage. Because he does the dodge there, I don't have to hit with the mummy. The mummy is a 1 in 9. It's unlikely that I'm going to make it 3 dice, because I need to make sure there's a channel for my players to move through, plus I need to get the assists down here. This mummy here I can sort of use as part of the cage. I've got 4 movement 7 guys, all doing the job. So we're going to aim to be down here in a full cage. So yeah, if he doesn't do this final dodge here, I have to hit with the mummy. A push is fine, but a 1 in 9, obviously you have to re-roll it, and it just eats an activation. It's one less player I can use for my screen and my cage. I mean, if he makes the dodge, then we're still. It probably mean, I guess. Problem is if he makes the dodge and stays where he is, that's actually pretty good, because then we want to blitz him to bring the ball down here, which means we have to dodge the ball carrier. So yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Definitely a tough one. So yeah, base the tackler. He's the biggest threat to the ball. We blitz him with the zombie, which sucks, honestly, because he doesn't have block. But he's also movement 4, which gives us full movement on these guys to get down there. So we're bringing the ball down to row 6. Even if he pushes us back, then we're still in range without a GFI. We take this dodge and not this dodge because he's already tagged. So if we fail it, he's still tagged. Whereas if we do the dodge with dodge, which we would probably think is better, if we fail it, he has a way in. And then we do a disgusting, disrespectful touchdown dance. Just because it's dodge is a good mate, like I say. But yeah, if you notice, I've still got all 3 of my rerolls, so I haven't failed a thing in the second half. I scored twice, and both of his KOs stayed out again, and then we also get a solid defense as well. So I got a blitz, his KO stayed out. It was a really sad day for Dodge, I think, especially with the start he had with the 2 removals. But the mummies popped off. Not like there's not a huge amount of strategy in this one, just purely because it went so well. Like, I mean, every now and then you will have a game that it goes, everything works for you, right? I know you're all gonna say no, you don't. But yeah, really unlucky for Dodge there. Very fortunate for us. But yeah, like got like the ghoul being hit constantly with tackle, like I in the first half was kind of unavoidable with no zombies on the field. In the second half, I definitely could have done it better. I was definitely greedy to go for the win, but I wanted to get the win. Just take some of the pressure off the other teammates. Let them just say, look, just get a draw and you're good. But yeah, game 2 of the tournament series. I hope you're enjoying it. I will again. It's going to be a few weeks potentially between the next game. I might do other games if you want to see any other games. But yeah, thanks again, and see you soon.